Hey everyone, LivLoren here. So I met a ton of bands over the last few years and I thought I'd share some tips with you guys on how to meet them. So let's begin. Tip number 1 is VIP tickets. If you're willing to pay to meet your favorite band, then this is a guaranteed way you'll get to meet them. Check to see if your favorite band is selling any on their next tour. These tickets can be very expensive though, but sometimes they do come with a merch bundle, which is pretty cool. But just a warning though, these VIP experiences are not very personal and are very rushed and quick. You're with the band for about a minute. Tip number 2 is signings. If you're going to any festivals this summer, like Warped Tour, check to see if the band you want to meet is doing a signing. The day of the festival, check to see on your band's social media if they've posted a time or where they're having a signing, or go to their merch booth right away. Just like VIP tickets though, you might have to pay to meet the band or buy a certain merch bundle, which might be worth it to you. But just to warn you guys, if you do plan on going to a signing at a festival, you have to get there early because a certain amount of people can only meet the band. Tip number 3 is meeting the band before the show. If you're not willing to pay to meet the band, then the next best thing to do is hang around the venue before the show. Make sure you aren't waiting outside the front of the venue because you won't be finding the band that way. Instead, find the back entrance. The band will be going in and out through that door the whole day as they load in their gear, do sound check, and maybe do a meet and greet. Do be extra careful though, because sometimes these back entrances can be in alleys, which is scary depending on what type of area you're in. Tip number 4 is meeting the band after the show. After the show is done, find the band's bus, but make sure you do this ahead of time just so you aren't wasting your time. The buses are usually behind the venue or on a side street. Bands will always go straight to their tour bus as they have another show date to get to, or they're avoiding swarmy girls waiting for them. I made this mistake myself. When I was waiting to meet Bring Me the Horizon, I was waiting with a group of people. Matt and Ollie came out and saw the big group and they went straight for their tour bus. So don't make the same mistake I did and go straight for their bus. Tip number 5 is meeting a band through social media. Sometimes if a band is in a new city or they're recording an album in a different city they've never been to, they might reach out to Twitter for people to show them around or hang out with them. If this is something that interests you, then reply. You never know, the band might take you up on it. Please do be careful though when talking to bands through social media. You want to be sure you're talking to a verified account because there are a lot of fakes out there. For all you girls hoping to meet a band through social media, I do have a little warning for you from personal experience. I was sort of harassed by a band member of one of my favorite bands after I offered to show them around my city while they were recording an album here. He kept constantly messaging me on Facebook asking me to come over to his hotel room, which obviously I didn't because that would be absolutely stupid. I just want to warn you girls to not meet a band member in private. After all, you don't really know who they are, and if they're inviting you over to their hotel room, let's face it, they only want one thing. So please be extra careful when meeting bands through social media. Make sure you meet them in a public place and maybe bring a friend along with you. Meeting bands through Facebook or Twitter can be a great way to meet them, but it can also be extremely unsafe if you're not being careful. So those are my 5 tips on how to meet bands. I hope they help you one day in hopes that you'll get to meet one of your favorite bands. Don't be disappointed if you don't get to meet them right away. There will be other chances. Please don't forget to visit my website livloren.com and to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next week.